Okay, back on runway 17 at Entebbe. Time now is 6:14 and 9 seconds. Probably half an hour till dusk, I guess. And I wanted to just want to do an orbit over Kampala when I get up to our Pearl of Africa hotel. I think I'll do a big left-hand orbit before I head to the next waypoint. About a 270-degree turn. Okay, cleared for takeoff. Fuel's good. Flaps are good. Just double checking the fuel. Yeah, it is good. Okay, let's go. Knots, left rudder, 70, 80, 90, 100, rotating, climbing out, gear up. Oh, we've got a shadow there. Flaps coming up. Do our usual left turn over the airport. Once you work out some visual turn points for it, it's good to stick to them. Mike India Golf 1.
Heavy tower, make 007 frequency change.
So there we go, heading to the north. I've got to say it's one of the more interesting airport layouts I've seen because of the angles, the water, types of buildings, the lighting, undulating terrain. Yeah, quite like it. And the beautiful surroundings, of course. So we follow this shoreline and we'll be on track for Kampala. Us. Now, at 3,900 feet, you wouldn't think so, but the runway's about 3,600. Once again, I'll stay low on this segment, hoping to spot some wandering zebras, giraffes, or anything like that. Is that an elephant? No, it's a tree. Okay. Gorgeous terrain. A lot of fun. Oh, there's some traffic, motor traffic. Okay, climb over here, we'll get to our 5,000 feet. I'm expediting the first leg. But you can take your time, take as long as you want, and really enjoy the view. I will loiter at the first waypoint though, which is now about 8 miles out. Distinct crossroad there. And we can already see it. Dark building dead ahead. So what I'm going to do, I'll slow up now. So when I get there, I'm just going to start a very lazy left-hand turn until I fly back over that building and out to the east. Actually, I'll climb a bit too, so we just get to see a bit more of Kampala because there's a lot of it, as you can see. So heading directly for our turn. Let's get it on the left so we can see it. Here's the royal residence of the lake, and there's our port at Pearl of Africa Hotel. Yeah. So wait till I reach it, get my trim sorted out as I slow down. So I'll keep 250 knots on this turn, so I'm going to start the turn. 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's a gentle turn. Get to see a bit more of what's going on here. No hurry. Keep turning. There you go, easy as that. Now there is such a thing called a procedure turn, but beyond the scope of these easy flights, and that brings you back to where you started basically. Takes you out in a preordained pattern, but that worked well. Now we're heading directly towards the next waypoint, following the green. Let's just fly a little bit to the north. Actually, let's do the same thing at the port. Why not? The port, I mean the pier. Port Bell Pier. It confuses me, that name. Well, probably is a port here, but we're looking for a pier. So I'll do the same when we get there. We'll turn left and end up heading back down there. Almost there. Come to the right a bit. So we're going to turn here and we're going to come back down, pointing directly along the pier to the south. Okay, I'll start a lazy left-hand turn over the pier. Check out the view. So, for technically minded, standard turn in aviation is called a rate 1 turn, which is 3 degrees per second. Which means it takes 2 minutes to turn a full circle. 120 times 3 degrees, 360 degrees. This is pretty close to a rate 1 turn actually at the moment. Each aircraft has a different attitude that'll get you there, and it's actually worth practicing. It's a good way to turn over at a fixed point. See, it's worth turning around just to see this. Not sure what it is. Let's get a picture with it. But certainly it looks interesting. We can take pictures and look it up on Google later. Okay, so I've turned a little bit wide. There's the port. Let's get lined up with it. Use that to point us towards our third waypoint. There we go, lining up the port. And fly straight down this way. About 5,000 feet. Okay, that was a bit of fun. Yeah, so rate 1 turns. Procedure turns are great too. I must start practicing them again myself, but also the rate 1 turn. You've got to practice it. So it takes you around a full circle in 2 minutes. Or half a circle in 1 minute. You can work it out. That looks great in the afternoon. Look, it did look great until my windshield threw up all that glare. Just taking our time down here. Looks great. Let's get the GoPro onto that. Excellent. Nice. So different times of day, different weather conditions, everything looks different. One thing I've learned on this trip though is to look for the wind strength before takeoff, because you don't want to be trying to land in gale force winds like I did this morning. The sun is it's reaching the horizon, casting some long shadows. Some kind of farm, I guess. Greenhouses, I would imagine. Okay, our last turn point coming up, the right end of the hammer. We can see the sunlight glinting on a building on the far right corner there. That points us back towards the airport. Okay. And the equator is just over there. Righto, let's call in. Pretty sure they'll say runway 17, channel 2, channel 1, and Mike India Golf 4. No, didn't go through. Mike India Golf 4.
Heavy tower MiG 007 is 6 miles east, 5,300 feet with kilo to land.
MiG 007 and heavy tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 wind 040 at 309er. Enter left traffic runway 17.
Yep, that's what we want. Mike India Golf 1.
Left traffic runway 17 MiG 007.
Okay, if I do another flight in about half an hour, or maybe 15-20 minutes, I'm going to catch some glorious sunset. And yeah, let's do that so I can see the lights over Kampala at night, basically. So I'm turning to fly downwind and land back there on runway 17. Aiming to be on final across the water there.
MiG 007 wind 040 at 309er. Cleared to land runway 17.
Mike India Golf 1.
Cleared to land runway 17 MiG 007.
Shall I go a bit further, make it a nice leisurely approach for a change. Turning to final. Dropping the gear. Now. And extending the flaps now. Gear is travelling. Throttle back. A little bit fast, but when the gear comes down, we'll have a lot more drag. Hope it comes down. Here it goes. Yep. Gears coming down. We've got 3 greens. Excellent. Okay. And none too soon either. Okay. A little bit fast over the threshold. It's a long runway. 130. Start to flare. 117. And we've got a touchdown at 106. Oh, with a bit of a wheel stand there and very sloppy rudder control. I've got to work on that.
3007, turn next taxiway.
Excellent. Okay, I'll go and prep for evening flight.